Well, we're emanating today's program from Toronto, Canada, and the Globe and Mail, their national newspaper, kind of like the equivalent to the USA Today in America. Interesting article. It says the diet to stave off Alzheimer's disease. They have coined a new acronym, the MIND diet, M-I-N-D, which is a combination of the Mediterranean diet, which is thought to be a healthy diet. Of course, we know that was just an ad campaign to sell Crisco. Most people are kind of freaked out about that. There's never any scientific proof. They just made a sexy-sounding diet so that people would buy Crisco. At any rate, then the blood pressure-lowering DASH diet, which had people eating lots of green leafy vegetables. Well, the MIND diet has you doing things like, let's see here, some of it's pretty scary. And they want you, and this came from the University in Chicago, the medical school in Chicago, Rush University Medical Center in Chicago. And you're supposed to eat things like, green leafy vegetables, chicken, no red meat, and you're supposed to eat lots of beans and other types of vegetables, and olive oil. And, of course, the MIND diet reduces your risk of Alzheimer's disease by 53%. And they looked at about 900, almost 1,000, 923 Chicago residents. And it was kind of a survey type of thing. And they tried to match people's eating habits up with the various diets that were available. Okay, and they got 53% reduction in Alzheimer's disease for those that ate kind of a combination of the Mediterranean diet and the DASH diet. Well, when you look at the Cache Valley diet, which I've been preaching about since 2004, and before that, since 1993, 11 years before that, I was talking about a diet that actually could help people who had advanced Alzheimer's disease get significantly better and functional, and began to actually help people get better and prevent Alzheimer's disease. But it didn't have statistics. Well, here in 2004, it was published in several medical journals. In 2004, it was a 10-year study that started in 1994 in Cache Valley, 5,000 participants. It was a randomized, double-blind study. Half of these 5,000 people for 10 years got a nutritional supplement. The other half got a dummy pill that looked the same. And they were all from Scotland. They all had the same religion, all ate the same things and avoided the same things. They all grew their own food. They were conservative farmers. They all grew their own food in the same valley. And I had the valley analyzed square foot by square foot, so I know all the minerals and who got what minerals and what farm and so forth. It's kind of an interesting study on our part. And, of course, all this information is in the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission. And we talk about it in the DVD called Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and my new CD called Public Enemy Number 1. And I'm telling you, we can reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease by 78 to 80% just doing the Cache Valley diet in a supplement program. 78%. The MIND diet from Rush School of Medicine in Chicago reduces the risk, and this was a survey. It wasn't a double-blind randomized study like the one that I'm quoting, but in a survey type of study, they found that the MIND diet could reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease by 53%. MIND, the Cache Valley diet, reduces your risk of Alzheimer's disease by 78 to 80%. And if you really do everything that I would say, the odds are you'll be able to reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease by 100%. Okay, but it takes two things. Number one, you got to avoid the bad stuff, all the free radicals, anything that's going to cause inflammation to your arteries, okay, cause inflammation to the myelin, the white matter of the brain. And so no fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites. Absolutely no oils. Absolutely no oils. I'll say it one more time for effect. Absolutely no oils. It means no olive oil, no coconut oil, no margarines, mayonnaise, salad, cooking oils. And the reason why they only got 53% with the MIND diet was because olive oil was part of their program. Olive oil oxidizes and turns into trans fatty acids. And ask Steve Jobs how that worked for him. He died at 56. Okay? On a vegan diet, it was cooked by a 5-star vegan chef who cooked everything in extra, virgin olive oil. Okay? Trans fatty acids, heterocyclamines, and acrylamides, which are more dangerous than any chemicals that Dow Chemical and Monsanto can make. and they cause inflammation in your arteries, which plug your arteries. They cause inflammation of soft tissue, which results in Alzheimer's disease, coronary artery disease. Cholesterol doesn't cause coronary artery disease. Get over it. It's a failed medical theory. Remember, there are thousands of failed medical theories each century. In the 20th century and the 21st century are no different. One of the failed theories of the 20th century, what made the audio cassette tape Dead Doctors Don't Lie in 1993, one of the 8 things that made it so controversial was, I said in there, that Alzheimer's disease was not genetic. It was actually a nutritional deficiency disease aggravated by free radical damage to the myelin of the brain. Myelin deficiency, cholesterol deficiency. I mean, everybody freaked out. But guess what? Turned out to be true. Now they're all saying it. Would you look at that? Get the book, Epigenetics, the new DVD, Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, and the new CD, Public Enemy #1. And you can avoid Alzheimer's disease by being proactive in your diet and your supplement program. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
You may have heard about the 90 essential nutrients or the Mighty 90 needed for good health. But with all the products out there, what exactly are they talking about? The Mighty 90 is 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 60 plant-derived minerals, and 2 essential fatty acids. So now you know. But with all the products you see and hear advertised, what exactly do you buy to come up with the Mighty 90 and the right ratios to promote good health? Youngevity has made it easy with the Healthy Start Pack, which contains 1 canister of Beyond Tangy Tangerine Vitamin and Plant-Derived Mineral Complex, 1 bottle of Bone and Joint Enriching OsteoFX Plus, and 1 bottle of EFA Plus Essential Fatty Acids, all in the proper ratios to promote good health and vitality. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Youngevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound. Turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I thought we'd talk today about some fish oil, as I've got a story that I got out of Men's Health magazine that is headlined, How Do Fish Oil Supplements Really Work? So you've probably heard about the health benefits of fish oil, but should you really pop the supplement to achieve them? And I say fish oil is both from whole food and supplement form, is usually associated with a number of health benefits, including joint health, cardiovascular system immunity, and even brain function. But how does it actually work? They say most benefits of fish oil, that is, can be traced to 2 factors: their status as an omega-3 fatty acid and their ability to be formed into prostaglandins, the signaling molecules in cell membranes. They say there's 4 health benefits for fish oil. Say adding fish oil to your diet is likely to help if your omega-3 and omega-6 intake is currently unbalanced. They say you'll benefit from addressing the ratio of omega fatty acids. They say most of the health benefits come from an imbalance of the omega-3 and 6 intake. And through a normal diet, we get a lot of omega-6, which comes from red meat mostly, but we get very little from omega-3 if we're not eating a lot of fish. When the ratio of omega-3 and 6 is off, that potential issues may come up. They say brain benefits. 2 ways fish oil may benefit your brain is by helping your depression and cognition. They say it's high in EPAs, one of the main omega-3 fatty acids in fish oil, helps maximize the effects of pharmaceutical antidepressants. Well, that's good to know. And DHA is another primary omega-3 fatty acid found in fish oil. A recent study also suggests that fish oil could possibly be considered a substance that can enhance cognition and memory, particularly points towards using fish oil to preserve brain function in the elderly, noting too much omega-6 and too little omega-3 is known to be detrimental to neurological health. And as far as joint health, fish oil is commonly used to improve joint health. If you're healthy and plan to take fish oil for joint health, opt for higher doses. Be aware that too much omega-6 can worsen joint health, especially if you have arthritis. And they go on to say immune system benefits, although it's been suggested that supplementing with fish oil can boost your immune system. The evidence behind the theory is weak. In fact, high doses of fish oil may actually do the opposite. Heart health, the latest research on fish oil, protecting the cardiovascular system, cardiovascular health, that is, can be summed up as much less promising than once thought. And they go on to say it's generally accepted that low omega-3 intake, 300 milligrams combined to EPA and DHA from either supplementation or diet seems protective. Popularity of fish oil supplementation is because the standard Western diet is traditionally heavy on omega-6 fatty acids is from corn, soy, and meat products, and low in omega-3. Fish oil supplementation was seen as a simple and effective way to close the gap. So typical, they get part of it right, but get part of it wrong.
No, absolutely. Of course, that was one of my 8 lawsuits against the FDA in federal court. I was the one who was able to prove that coronary artery disease and thrombosis, blood clots, coronary thrombosis, and thrombotic stroke, you get a blood clot in the brain. These areas of blood clots, also pulmonary embolism and deep vein thrombosis, were caused by omega-3 essential fatty acid deficiency or ratio problems between omega-3 6s and 9s, and not cholesterol levels. Because doctors are pushing statin drugs because people would have a stroke or people would have coronary artery disease and blood clots, and they were blaming it on cholesterol. And by giving them statin drugs, they were creating Alzheimer's disease. They were creating low T, erectile dysfunction, adrenal exhaustion. And so I had to go to federal court and prove to the federal court that I was correct and the FDA was wrong, and I prevailed in federal court. So that's why you see so many people selling fish oils. And, of course, for direct heart health, the EPAs and DHAs are good for the heart cell membranes. What it really does, it prevents blood clots. So, perfect. Good. Thank you so much for bringing that one up. We'll be back with more truth, justice, and the longevity way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
If you're up several times every night to go to the bathroom, have frequent urination during the day, feel like you have to urinate, but then have difficulty getting a stream going, have leaking, dribbling, or urgency to the point a restroom must always be nearby, you may have an enlarged prostate. According to the National Kidney Foundation, by age 60, more than half of all men have an enlarged prostate, or BPH. By age 85, that number is 90%, according to the American Urological Association. Ultimate ProstFX from Longevity has been developed for nutritional support of the prostate gland. ProstFX promotes prostate health and supports healthy prostate function. Stop sprinting to the restroom and avoid those embarrassing moments with ProstFX from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Longevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Longevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. All are carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. For an extra boost, try JavaFit's Energy Extreme 62, a proprietary blend of nutrients including Cambogia, green tea extract, an extra shot of caffeine, and niacin. Designed to support metabolism and enhance physical performance. Available in single cup or single pot packs. Contact your local Longevity distributor to get Jovolution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hi, my name is Scott Fuchs, teacher and rowing coach for over 14 years. I was sluggish, overweight, on prescription drugs, and only 30-something. Fortunately, I was referred to Dr. Z, and happy to say Dr. Z's all-natural protocols over a consistent course resolved my health issues. I'm in the best shape of my life, and most importantly, on 0 medications.
I'm Dr. Zdanowski, author of Evology, trained as a primary care physician, surgical manipulation under anesthesia, expert in nutrition, diet, weight loss, immune system, and I specialize in chiropractic. My 15 years of professional experience has taught me the 4 keys to vibrant health: a balanced musculoskeletal system, an integrated nervous system, a flowing lymphatic system, and a body filled with over 90 essential nutrients. This has been a secret too long. Actualize your potential, reverse disease. Call me, Dr. Z, 201-945-1177, 201-945-1177, evolyourself.com.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to California. And Jennifer, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Jennifer, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I was calling because I heard your commercials about the herbal rainforest, and I wanted to learn more about the product, what protocol I could follow, and if there is any other recommendations for an overall cleanse for my husband and I.
Sure. Well, Youngevity is blessed with many cleanses. Of course, we have the Healthy Digestive Pack, which has a cleanse aspect, including probiotics to it. We have Cleanse FX, which is specifically kind of a 5-day cleanse kind of thing. And then we have Herbal Rainforest, which is one of my favorites because it's something you can take every day if you deal with chemicals in your job. If you're a cook at a fast food place, you're surrounded by all of these acrylamides and heterocyclamines and trans fatty acids from all the fried foods and going up into the air, and so forth. Yes, always.
I work in a hospital, so I'm around a lot of crap.
There you go. Very good. Yeah, this will certainly protect you. Well, Herbal Rainforest has the 78 colloidal plant-derived minerals, but it also has 14 of the classic cleansing herbs, including Cascara sagrada, Taraxacum, and things like that. And you can take, for instance, a 120, 130-pound person could take a tablespoon, which is a half ounce at bedtime with a glass of water. You could do that every night for the rest of your life. It's quite safe. And the minerals that you might lose during a cleanse are replaced because the base of the product is the 78 plant-derived colloidal minerals. And so that's one of my favorites. And I don't like people to take a 5-day heavy-duty cleanse. We have them. I don't like them to take them unless they're stabilized. They don't have any health problems that they're taking medications for. If you have health problems you're taking medications for, the Herbal Rainforest is much more compatible with a situation like that. Because somebody who's going to do a 5-day cleanse, I would prefer to see them in a healthy state, stabilized. They've been on our nutrition program for maybe at least a month or two, and everything is stabilized. They're going to have some nutrition, and then they're not going to have so many side effects from a heavy-duty 5-day cleanse. Make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And so do you have any health problems? Do you have any diabetes or arthritis or high blood pressure?
No, we don't have any major chronic problems. There are some digestive issues going on with my husband and I, bloating, things like that I know we need to, that's why I figured maybe a cleanse would be good.
Well, a cleanse won't solve the bloating problem. If you have bloating, this usually means you don't have enough stomach acid, your stomach is not sterile, and so yeast and bacteria are growing there, and every time you eat carbohydrates of any kind, carbohydrate sugars, they're going to ferment it and generate gas. And when people get reflux, they always say, I got acid reflux. Nobody ever gets acid reflux. Everybody who has reflux has lack of acid reflux. And so in the Healthy Digestive Pack, we do have what we call ultimate enzymes, which has stomach acid in it. It also has bile salts. And so it's the perfect digestive enzyme to take 1 or 2 before each meal with a couple ounces of water. And within a couple of days or so, don't forget to throw in the peppermint oil from Ancient Legacy. It'll stop the reflux and bloating like in seconds. We'll be back after these messages.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-34 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we will see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember the phone number. Again, it's 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins, but did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know bidbit.co. Why? Because bidbit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at bidbit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer BidBit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at bidbit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co, bidbit.co.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Let's head to Oregon, and Janice, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Janice, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach.
Hi. How can I help you?
Well, I've had AFib for a long time. They're now saying I have congestive heart failure, and I also have hypothyroidism.
Okay. All right, here. How much do you weigh?
About 140.
Okay, how tall are you?
5'7".
Okay. Now, do you have any other issues? Do you have any psoriasis or rosacea?
I have rosacea.
Okay. And let's see here. Do you have any history of asthma or bronchitis? Janice, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any history of, are you not hearing me?
No, I didn't hear you.
History of asthma or bronchitis?
No.
Okay, good. Do you have children?
No.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
I just lost my brother. I had one brother.
Yeah, what did he pass from?
Well, he'd been on dialysis for many years, and they think that his heart just gave out. He just collapsed, and they couldn't revive him.
Yeah. Well, when you stuff as well as all the bad stuff, and you have to have a very heavy supplement program, and unfortunately the medical system forgets about it. When you have congestive heart failure, and you say you have an irregular heartbeat?
Yes.
You have atrial fibrillation?
Yes.
Yeah, do you have a back problem?
Low back bothers me sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, well, the back problem is what's causing the AFib. Have you shrunk any in height since you were 20 years old?
I don't think so.
Okay, you want to get, bare feet on a hard surface and then stand at the door jamb and let somebody put a pencil mark, with a pen parallel and measure from the floor of that dot and see how much you've lost in height. But usually when somebody has a degenerative disc disease, and even if your disc is only shrunk maybe 1 or 2 millimeters, 3/5 of an inch, not very much, the vertebrae get closer together and they smash the roots of these 3 and 4, which are the thoracic vertebrae, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And those spinal nerves actually control the rate and rhythm of the heart. So here's what I'm going to recommend for you at 140 pounds, because you have all these problems. Number one, you need to meats, oils, and gluten out of your diet. No wheat, no barley, no rye, no oats, no fried foods, no processed meats. That means no bologna, salami, no oils. That means no olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressing, cooking oils. And because you have congestive heart failure, no sugar of any kind. Cut your carbohydrates. What I want you to do is take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. And you have to hang on, because I want to give you a complete program here. So hang on. We'll be back with you, Janice, after these messages.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Oregon and Janice. Okay, just quickly a review here. Because you have AFib, which is a back problem, not a heart problem, congestive heart failure, you have rosacea, low thyroid, I want you to get rid of all the bad stuff. That means no fried foods, no processed meats, with nitrates, nitrites, no oils, no olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressing, cooking oils, and no gluten, no wheat, no barley, rye, no oats to maximize the absorption here. And, of course, the rosacea will go away when you get on a gluten-free diet. It's rosacea is actually a nutritional deficiency, very common to people with gluten intolerance. Then I want you to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, and this is to give the optimal amount of nutrition, 16 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 3 fatty acids to your heart for the AFib and the congestive heart failure. Congestive heart failure is caused by deficiency of a single vitamin. It's a terminal event of a third world disease. Many doctors will say we don't have this disease in America, but we do. They just call it something else. And, of course, for the low thyroid, what I want you to have is the Ocean's Gold. I want you to take 5, take 3 of the Ocean's Gold tablets twice a day. There'll be 2 bottles a month of the Ocean's Gold. In addition to staying away from the fried foods, the processed meats, the oils, and the gluten, because you have a thyroid problem, you want to get rid of the cruciferous vegetables out of your life. Cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale all put pressure on your thyroid gland, and so you want to get rid of those vegetables until you're weaned off your medication. And the book, Let's Play Doctor, will tell you how to do a basal body temperature test so you can actually monitor your own thyroid activity and actually control the speed at which you can reduce your medication or wean off of it. Call me every couple of weeks, Janice. Let me know how the heart's going. Let me know what your doctor says next time you go in and visit him about your congestive heart failure. You should be able to, over time, reduce or wean off your medication. And, of course, I would let your doctor do that for you. But he'll see the positive changes in you. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Memphis, Tennessee. And Reginald, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Okay, Reginald, you're on the air.
Hey, Dr. Wallach, how you doing?
Okay, sir. How can we help you today?
Yes, I'm calling concerning my wife today. She had swelling of the feet and ankles all the time, and mostly in her left hand.
Okay, feet, ankles, and left hand. And has she been to a doctor for these swellings?
She's been to the doctor for it, but they can't really tell her what's going on.
Okay. Now, did your wife have any history of skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
No skin problems, no, sir.
Okay. Any respiratory problems, asthma, bronchitis?
No respiratory problems, no.
Any belly problems, any constipation, diarrhea, bloating, reflux?
No constipation, diarrhea, none of that.
Okay, good. All right. And what does she weigh?
She weighs 196 pounds.
196, and how tall is she?
5'6".
All right. At 5'6", I'd like to see her weigh 145 to 150, so we need to lose about 40 pounds. We can do that very easily. I'd like her to have two of the healthy digestive packs, per month. That'll allow her to have a serving of everything twice a day in those packs, and that would include the ultimate enzymes. And I also want her to get the ASAP. I want her to get 2 bottles a month of the ASAP, so she can put a dropper full under her tongue 30 minutes before each meal, and a second dropper full of the ASAP under her tongue 15 minutes before each meal. And then I want her to eat 6 to 8 eggs a day. She must eat 6 to 8 eggs a day. They cannot be fried or over easy. They must be either poached, soft yolk, soft boiled with soft yolk, or soft scrambled in butter, not oil or margarine. And the purpose of that is to increase her blood proteins. When anybody has unexplained edema on their hands and feet, ankles, legs, it's unexplained, no heart disease, no liver disease, no kidney disease. This means that they're just not getting enough blood protein. This could be due to lack of stomach acid if she's restricting salt. If you have her salt her food and the edema, the swelling gets worse, that means that she does have a protein deficiency. I believe she's got a protein deficiency because kidney disease, liver disease, and heart disease are easy to pick up. And so the doctors, when she went to the doctor, they should have said that if those were the causes of her swelling of her feet and ankles and hands. And so do this, and go ahead and call me every couple of weeks, Reginald. I want to know your wife's weight. I want to know, and you might measure, get one of these soft cloth measuring tapes and measure her ankles, measure her wrist, and so forth, and maybe even her feet over the arch, and keep a record like twice a week, and then give me a call and let me know if she's losing even millimeters. That'll be very, very useful information. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Massachusetts, and Vern, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
I'm sorry, I missed your name?
Vern Miller.
Vern, okay, Vern. Yes, sir, you're on the air.
Pleasure to talk to you. I've been on your product almost 90 days now. I took the Wallach Dare. I said arthritis is an easy thing to take care of. I have ankylosing spondylitis, one of the many names for different arthritises. And I have not improved. I've disproved. I don't know. Maybe my body's just acclimating to the stuff.
Okay. Well, first of all,
I'm just in a.
Sure. Well, let me answer your question because I know where you're going, where you need to go. What do you weigh, sir?
140.
Okay. There's 2 reasons why, if you're taking the program for ankylosing spondylitis, which is the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, if you're not absorbing it, malabsorption is one reason why you wouldn't see any benefit. Because if it's going out the other end, you are not what you eat, you are what you absorb, right? And then also, another possibility is you're underdosing. Ankylosing spondylitis is a really advanced stage of very severe osteoporosis. You have bone spurs in the adjoining vertebrae. The bone spurs touch each other, and they actually will weld together. Okay, it's like grafting. 2 limbs of 2 different trees, when they're close to each other, they touch each other, they'll actually graft together. Same principle. And you can't bend forward, you can't bend backward, you can't turn right to left, side to side, very uncomfortable. And so it's going to take a little while, maybe 4 to 6 months, to support maintenance repair of your vertebrae and your bones and your disc between your vertebrae to get the relief you're looking at. But I want you to have 2 of the Healthy Bone and Joint Packs per month. And you're going to take 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner. Get an extra bottle of Osteo so you can take a 1/3 ounce a day. So you need 2 Healthy Bone and Joint Packs, 1 extra bottle of Osteo so you can take 3 ounces a day, ounce at breakfast, ounce at lunch, ounce at dinner. Then you would take 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and then I want you to take 15 glucogel a day. It'll be 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner, and all that will be accomplished by the 2 Healthy Bone and Joint Packs per month. In each one of those Healthy Bone and Joint Packs, there will be a wide mouth jar of the CM cream, which you can apply to the worst areas of your back, whether it's in between your shoulder blades or your lower back, and apply it lavishly And don't forget to give up carbonated drinks and all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, and no carbonated drinks because they prevent the absorption. No gluten. They prevent the absorption. Call me in 2 weeks. We'll be back after these messages.
Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Longevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that. An antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
With increasing rates of osteoporosis, it's becoming more and more evident that most Americans have low blood levels of calcium. Some would say,
I get all the calcium I need from dairy products.
Unfortunately, that's just not true. Besides, most dairy products are homogenized and can contain steroids and antibiotics that kill off good bacteria in the digestive system. Not to mention, the human body needs magnesium to make use of dietary calcium. That's why Longevity developed OsteoFX Plus, containing bioavailable plant-derived forms of vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, and glucosamine sulfate. OsteoFX Plus is formulated to support healthy bones and joints. Not to mention, OsteoFX Plus tastes great, unlike other products that taste like chalk or dirt. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE. Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
We're back with Dead Doctors Online, the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Florida. And Terry, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
So, Terry, you're on the air.
Yes, sir. How you doing, doctor?
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir. How can we help you?
A couple years ago, I went to the doctor, and I guess they told me that I had high blood pressure at 142 over 90, I think it was, and well, she decided to put me on some ACE inhibitor called lisinopril, and well, it was hell on earth. So all the side effects: chest discomfort, itching on the chest, upper left side back pain. So I told her it was so bad. So she ran I think it's an AKG on my heart, and she said it was perfect. But I still told her she couldn't figure out where all the side effects came from. So finally, I just decided to stop it. I just never went back there, and I started your product. I think a couple weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, and I'm feeling better. But it's still that the upper left side back pain is still kind of like going, and sometimes it's kind of bugging me sometimes. So I was wondering if you.
Sure. Now you say you have back pain.
Yeah, it's like an upper left side back pain that I never had before.
Is that underneath your shoulder blade, or?
Yeah, it looks like it's underneath there. Yeah, that's what it is.
When you lay down to go to sleep at night, do you ever have any leg cramps or creepy crawlies in your legs?
No.
Okay. Do you ever have a regular heartbeat, or do you have any fast heart rate sometime?
When I was on a medication, yes, I used to. But ever since I stopped, it's been like 2.5 months now. I've been better. I've been a lot better.
Good. How much do you weigh, Terry? How much do you weigh?
I lost weight. I'm 192.
192. How tall are you, sir?
I'm about 5'11".
Okay. Sounds about right. No skin problems, no asthma?
No, nothing, no.
No problems, no constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis, appendicitis?
No, not at all, no. None of that.
Good. All right, well, here we go. What I'd like you to do is get rid of all the bad stuff out of your life so you can maximize the absorption of nutrients, stop any inflammation that might be going in your back and blood vessels resulting in the high blood pressure. So I want you to get rid of the fried foods, no fried foods in your life. Absolutely no processed meats with nitrates, nitrites. It means no deli slices, sandwich meat, sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, pastrami, pepperoni, jerky, that kind of stuff. Absolutely no oils. It means absolutely no olive oil, coconut oil, margarines, mayonnaise, salad dressings, cooking oils, and no gluten, no wheat, no barley, no rye, no oats. Okay? And, you can have rice, you can have baked sweet potatoes, that kind of stuff, millet, buckwheat, which is not wheat. So stay away from the wheat, the barley, the rye, the oats. You can get all kinds of even noodles made out of rice, and you don't necessarily have to have wheat. Then, once you take 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month, that'll allow you to have 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine NutriCrystal at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and 15 glucogel a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. All that will be accomplished by the 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month. There's the CM cream that will come with the 2 healthy bone and joint packs. You can rub that over the areas that are uncomfortable to you. Now, the high blood pressure, I want you to get 1 bottle a month of what we call Ultimate Daily Tablets. They're big yellow tablets, and it's a big bottle, so you'll be able to take 3 of those tablets twice a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner time. And these are designed to support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries in the brain, the eye, the heart, and the kidneys. They're also built to support the healthy blood pressure levels. So I want you to begin to take your own blood pressure if you haven't learned to do it. Learn how to do it. Keep a logbook. Test your blood pressure, say, twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday, Tuesday, Friday, something like that, at the same time of the day. And keep a logbook on it. And then call me in 2 weeks after you start the supplement program. You start the nutritional restrictions. The bad stuff today is going to take you a couple of days to get the good stuff to come into your order. And give me a call every couple of weeks after you start taking the supplement program, and we'll walk you through this. Well, thank you, everybody. A lot of great testimonies today, great questions. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job, as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.